Lose yourself in a good book. The Bord Gáis Energy Book Club.
Now, the great Fregola Brothers, The Twisted, is an adventure story for children that was written by 10-year-old author Joe Prendergast. It is our book club choice for May, and we recently visited Kildare Town Library to find out what the children from one of the local book clubs thought of the book and its author. Let's hear what they had to say.
This is an early book club, it's called A Likely Story. Myself and Elizabeth Doyle set it up 2 years ago in Nerney. It's a small village outside Kildare Town. Not much to do. We wanted to set something up for the kids so they had somewhere to go, somewhere they could walk to. And coming up the name, we wanted something that the kids could shorten. So we came up with A Likely Story so the kids could shorten it to ALS. So once a month they come to ALS, and that's their book club. Luckily, because of the expense of buying books, we got in touch with Kildare Town Library, and they were good enough to supply us with the books, which is great for us. It means we can set up our book club, but the library actually provides the books, so there's no expense on the children whatsoever. And plus the fact they choose the reading material for 9 to 12-year-olds, so it's suitable for the children to read. The book that they've read this month, the Fregola Brothers, The Twisted, they loved it. We always look for an average out of 10. It seems the easiest way for a child to gauge a book, and the average was 9 out of 10, which I have to say in 2 years it was probably one of the best books that they've read.
I liked it because it was like mysterious and it was very adventurous, and when you're turning the pages you're feeling very tense of what's going to happen, and you're just like, oh no, wait, it's all right now.
You would read the start and it would drag along, but then once you get into it, it's all action and you want to know what's happening next.
I was really surprised when I heard the author was only 10, because it's a really, really, really well written book, and it seems that some really famous author wrote it. And then I heard he was 10 and I was just like, whoa.
I thought that it would make a brilliant film because when you're reading the book you can visualise it very easily, and it'd be a brilliant film if they made a film out of the book.
Well, I have two favourite characters. One was the Tiger Higgins and another was Ginger Bazaar. Tiger Higgins was very powerful and Ginger Bazaar was the one who saved Tiger.
I like all the different locations because you kind of hear about new places and you'd love to kind of read more about that place.
I thought that there were a bit too many characters in the book, and that's what I kind of disliked, because every time you would read someone's name you would kind of have to think back in your head, is this guy a good guy or a bad guy? What should I be thinking of this? And I kind of had to stop and just like think for a minute or two and then be like, okay, this guy's a good guy. Now I can move on with the story.
You know, it sort of overlaps the next story and makes you want to read it. Like, yeah, it's basically like if it just said, read the other book at the end of the story, but it did it in a better sort of way.
Well, I've tried writing books, but I don't really know how to write them, but that kind of gave me some inspiration to write a book again.
It took me 2 days to read the book because since it was only 70 pages long, you could like half it, and I really enjoyed that because you could just, it's an easy read, and while I was reading it at the start I thought that'd be a very boyish book, but it's just brilliant. It was very creative and it's a mix between girls and boys. It's got everything in it that you want in a book.
Now, our book club choice for June is The Herbalist by Niamh Boyce, which focuses on an exotic visitor who changes the lives of 4 women in 1930s Ireland. If you'd like to be in with a chance of winning a 16-gig Versus tablet and a book club goodie bag, then send your reviews into us. The reviews should be no longer than 50 words and should reach us by Friday the 21st of June. They should be emailed to irelandam@tv3.ie, or indeed you can send them by post to the Bord Gáis Energy Book Club, TV3, Westgate Business Park, Ballymount in Dublin 24.
Lose yourself in a good book. The Bord Gáis Energy Book Club.